Crypto drops in 2024, are they still alive? In this video I'll show you how I staked my Bitcoin and Ethereum and got a tokens as a reward which I sold for $500. Watch this video until the end. For those who are not crypto nerds like me, drops is a process when you're getting some crypto tokens, usually called the shitcoins, for locking some of your crypto assets like Bitcoin or Ethereum for some period of time. Kind of a bank deposit, but instead of locking your US dollars and getting US dollars as interest back, you lock in your Bitcoins and you get in some shitcoins as interest back. Honestly, this is out of my range for risky investments, but I just was curious to try how does it work in general. The general concept is that it sounds weird to me. You just give money to some project and they give you the same money back. And trust me, this is a very short period of time. So you do not hold it for years. This is weeks usually, sometimes days. In my case, it was days. And they give you back the exact amount of crypto you stake there. Plus, they give you some tokens as a reward. And theoretically, you could be able to sell these tokens once they listed a trading pair on the crypto exchange. However, it just sounds that someone should pay for that, right? You cannot make money out of thin air. So there should be some risk hidden there. And this is just a matter of who is paying for all of that. Either that project, a marketing budget for printing these tokens and giving them away to those who stake in them, or this could be kind of a Ponzi scheme where the new depositors, they pay for the older depositors. And the reason why I decided to try this thing is that I read the article about that K project, and it said that it closed a fundraising round with a valuation of $1 billion, even though their token is not even listed anywhere. So that sounds very serious. That's why I just decided to do this kind of a one-off thing to test. Is it possible to earn some money with that drop story? So I set up an account with OKX. This was the only exchange who was doing this drop of this token, and the article says that OKX was one of the early investors of this project. So I understood why they've been cooperative and why this token is being listed on OKX. So my friend told me about this token, and he said the staking period already started, so you should be fast. It will be for 3 or 4 days. So you just need to take your Bitcoins and Ethereum. There were just 2 crypto you could stake there, and you lock Bitcoin and Ethereum there, and after 3 or 4 days you get in that K proportionally to the total amount of staked assets there. So I just maxed out the limit for Bitcoin, which was 0.3 Bitcoin, roughly $20,000 US. I put maybe 1.5 Ethereum to that staking products as well, and after 2 or 3 days I got the reward, and the reward was pretty significant, to be honest. And the trading of the ZK to USDT stablecoin started almost right away after the distribution of this token, and I sold that token in total amount of 550 USDT. And can you imagine, and then I converted USDT to fiat currency and withdrew to my bank account. So this is not kind of magical money I earned to make more magical money. This is the real thing. In the end, I ended up with having a fiat currency in my bank account I can spend. So this is real thing. And when the trading of this coin just started, the price was pretty volatile. And as I was told, and it's kind of obvious, if you got something from out of thin air, and you shouldn't be expecting selling this too high. Once the trading started, just sell it right away, because a very common story for these drops is once they listed, the development team start to sell a lot of tokens they keep for themselves, and this dumps the price a lot. So this is a very common story. However, I checked the price of this token after 2 or 3 days, and it is pretty stable. So they survive all the selling pressure from the drops hunters like me and my friends. So they just bought that tokens we sold to them, not to allow the price to go down. And now I see it's pretty steady, flat. So this is not a complete scam for the newcomers. But I think the real logic behind these drops is that they try to promote this token, talking about it, making this staking and drops. But the end goal for the project is to sell these tokens. They keep bunch of that for themselves, and they want to sell that to new retail traders, which will come on this buzz about this token. And honestly, this sounds not like a very fair, because it appears like the late buyers of this token, which will buy this probably now, they probably will just lose money because the price will eventually go down if unless you don't have the utility. And obviously none of this project, they don't have the utility for the tokens, the real one, which can create a significant demand for the token, so people will buy it and use it. Then usually people buy and then sell that, right? But if you have the supply of some token and someone bought it, they just needed time to sell it, and over time it is less and less buyers, so the price goes down. So it looks like this drop story is about get these tokens at the early stage and then sell it to the traders who come in later and they do not understand what are they doing. I think they just try to gamble and buy these tokens, but usually I think 95% of their token holders, they eventually sell these tokens for lower price. Sometimes don't sell at all. On other hand, some of the tokens just fly into the sky and make 100x, for example, compensate all the losses for all other tokens. It looks like a very risky stuff. I would recommend doing that. And to be honest, as I'm more and more conservative in my opinion over time, when I was transferring Bitcoins out of my hardware wallet, Ledger wallet, and I have a separate video about how to set up one. And if you still keep your crypto on the exchange, I highly recommend you to withdraw and to use hardware wallet. So when I was moving from hardware wallet to this OKX exchange, this is a very well-known exchange, but anyway, how many well-known exchanges already collapsed, like FTX and a lot of other exchanges? I wouldn't, and when I was transferring money, I felt that I'm doing a risky thing, because you have two major risks. The first one is the credit risk of a counterparty, so the crypto exchange can collapse and you will not take your money back. And another risk is that the exchange will start to ask you a lot of questions about where do you take this money, where do you take this crypto from, and if you like myself, I bought this in 2020 and even early, it will be very hard to find these transactions for buying that, because I moved lots since then between my hardware wallets. And there is a risk that they will start asking questions and will freeze your account, and you'll end up with this back and forth with crypto exchange. So when I was transferring there, I was considering these two major risks, but I'm not sure that I'm gonna do it on the next drop project, even though this really money out of thin air with horrifically high yields. I'm not sure. This is like hundreds of percent of annual yield, and this is very easy money based on my example. However, I truly think that if you get a very high returns, and even if it appears like easy money, you taking a respective risk. Sometimes you don't understand this risk until it will imply in some consequences, like bankruptcy of exchange, or even something else you even don't know at this point. It's obvious that if you get in the high returns, you're taking higher risk. And I'm not a risky profile investor. As you saw my interactive brokers account, I'm investing in index funds, in property, and in crypto. I'm just holding Bitcoin. I play with stuff like Solana just for fun, and this is less than 1% of my crypto holdings. So I can call myself a Bitcoin maxi.